Acrobat 10 provides many tools to create complex forms. However, when it comes to creating expanding form fields and pages, the options are somewhat limited. In this video tutorial, we'll explore the differences between creating a scrollable form field in Acrobat 10 and creating expanding form content in LiveCycle Designer. Adobe LiveCycle Designer ES2 is bundled with the Windows version of Acrobat 10 Pro and the Acrobat 10 suite. I'll start by reviewing how to create a form field in Acrobat 10 that allows you to add multiple lines of content. This registration form has existing form fields, and I need to edit the form and add a multi-line description field for each conference session. To do this in Acrobat 10, I'll change to Form Edit mode and simply double-click on the existing text field. Next, I'll select the Options tab and check the multi-line option. When I preview the form, I'm able to enter multiple lines of text, but when I get to the bottom of the field, I cannot enter any additional information. So to get around this, I'll go back to the Options tab of my Properties menu and select the Scroll Long text. Now I can add more content to the field, as you can see by the scroll bar on the right-hand side of the field. However, when I click outside the field, a plus sign will appear in the bottom right-hand corner of the form field. This indicates that there is additional information in the form field that is currently not showing. Unfortunately, this is how the form will appear even if you print the page. You're unable to see the text in the form field. To create form fields that expand as you add content to them, you'll need to use Adobe LiveCycle Designer. LiveCycle Designer is a full-blown form creation tool that's bundled with the Windows version of Acrobat 10 Pro and the Acrobat 10 suite. Designer is a separate application that installs when you install Acrobat 10. In Designer, you can start with an existing PDF, as I have here, a form designed straight from Word, a template, there are a large variety included with the Designer, or create one from scratch. Once you've created your form in Designer, it's no longer editable in Acrobat, so you'll need to do all your editing in Designer. The basics of Designer include the Layout Editor, which is the main area where you create your form. The Design View tab is used to lay out the form by dragging and dropping fields in your form layout. The Master Pages tab creates and displays the master page content. The Preview PDF tab will show how the PDF will be viewed in Adobe Acrobat or Reader. If you right-click in the upper portion of the Preview tab, you can also find out if your form is static or dynamic. There are numerous other palettes to provide easy access to tools. Some key ones are the Object Library palette on the right-hand side, which contains all the objects that you can add to a form design, and the Object and Layout palette, which is critical for controlling form field options and layout. The Hierarchy palette on the left-hand side lists all the fields in the form in the layout order. It makes selecting form fields and renaming them simple, as well as doing other functions such as working with subforms. There are numerous other palettes, but we'll work with just the ones I mentioned. To keep things simple, I've started to recreate the same registration form in Designer. I still need to create a description field that expands based on how much content is in the field. I also want the text to flow to the next page if necessary. So I'll start by dragging a text field from the Object Library. We'll use this to create our description field. In the Object palette, I need to check Allow Multiple Lines, and in the Layout tab, I need to select Expand to fit in the Y direction, so the field grows vertically. If I preview the form and add content to the description field, you can see that you can add multiple lines, but now the field is flowing over the content below. To truly make the content expand correctly, you need to make sure that the fields are wrapped in a container that can flow across multiple pages. So I'll go back to the Design view and select these form field objects and wrap them into a subform. A subform is an organizational container used to control the area of a form in which the text is positioned or flowed. Next, in the Object Subform tab, make sure that Flowed is selected from the Content pull-down, and Allow page breaks within the content is checked. This will allow the field to expand and move across multiple pages. Pushing down the fields below. Finally, I need to save my form and make sure that Save as Adobe Dynamic XML is selected from the pull-down. Now my form is truly dynamic and can expand across multiple pages. So, in summary, to create expanding form fields, you'll need to design your form in LiveCycle Designer, then make sure the form field is set to multi-line and expanding layout, and then wrap it in a subform that has flowable content.